You walk into your bathroom and freeze. In the corner of the tub sits a spider no bigger than your thumbnail. Your heart rate spikes, your skin crawls. Every muscle in your body tells you to back away right now. But here's the strange part. That spider isn't poisonous. It isn't even looking at you. So why does your body react like it just spotted a predator twice its size? The real answer is far stranger than simple disgust. Your fear didn't start in that bathroom. It didn't start in your childhood either. Some researchers believe it started millions of years before humans existed at all, written into the wiring of your brain long before you were born. To understand why, you have to go back to a time before language, before tools, before fire. Imagine an early primate moving through a forest 60 million years ago. Venomous spiders and snakes were among the most consistent threats it faced. The ones that froze at the first glance of a spindly shape in the leaves survived. The ones that hesitated or simply didn't notice in time often didn't get a second chance. Over countless generations, a shortcut formed in the brain. Spot the shape, feel the fear, move away. No thinking required. This idea has a name in psychology, the fear module hypothesis, developed by researcher Arne Ehrman. Ehrman proposed that humans carry an evolved, semi-automatic system tuned to detect ancient threats like spiders and snakes, a system that reacts faster than conscious thought ever could. In his lab experiments, people detected images of spiders and snakes among irrelevant pictures faster than they detected guns or knives, even though guns are statistically far more dangerous today. Why would your brain be quicker to flag an 8-legged threat than a modern weapon? Because your nervous system isn't optimized for today. It's optimized for the world your ancestors actually lived in. A gun is a few hundred years old. A spider's silhouette has been a threat for tens of millions of years. Your visual system still runs on ancient software, even while you're holding a smartphone. But detecting a threat is only half the puzzle. The other half is learning to fear it, and that's where things get even more interesting. In the 1980s, psychologist Susan Monaca ran her now famous experiments with rhesus monkeys raised in labs, monkeys that had never encountered a real snake in their lives. She showed them videos of other monkeys reacting fearfully to snakes, and within a few viewings, the lab-raised monkeys developed the same fear, instantly and permanently. Then she tried something else. She showed them videos of monkeys reacting fearfully to flowers, objects with no evolutionary history of danger. The fear simply wouldn't take. The monkeys watched and shrugged and moved on. This told Monaca something remarkable. Fear of snakes and spiders isn't something animals are born already feeling. It's something they're built to learn almost instantly, the moment the right cue appears, while fear of harmless things resists being learned at all, no matter how many times it's demonstrated. Your brain isn't a blank slate collecting random fears. It's a brain preloaded with categories, just waiting for a single nudge to switch certain ones on. Developmental psychologist Vanessa Lobu went on studies showing toddlers, some too young to have ever been bitten or warned about spiders, images mixed in with other objects. The children spotted spiders and snakes faster and more reliably than they spotted flowers, mushrooms, or caterpillars, even though none of those objects were familiar threats to a 2-year-old. Something in their visual search was already tuned, before language, before warnings, before a single bad experience. Here's where the twist comes in, and it's the part most people never consider. If this fear is ancient and built in, why doesn't everyone feel it equally? Why do some people walk past a spider without a flicker of concern, while others can't sleep in a room until it's gone?
The answer seems to be that evolution didn't hand you a fixed fear. It handed you a readiness, a kind of loaded spring, and your individual environment decides how tightly that spring gets wound. A child who sees a parent flinch and gasp at a spider learns almost instantly that this shape means danger, the same way Monica's monkeys learned from watching others react. A child who sees spiders treated as unremarkable rarely develops the same intensity. The ancient circuitry is there in nearly everyone. What varies is how much modern experience tightens or loosens it. This is what makes spider fear such a strange evolutionary leftover. It isn't really about today's spiders at all. It's a system built for a different world, a world where missing a venomous threat could end your life before you had the chance to pass on your genes, still running quietly in the background of a world where the average house spider couldn't hurt you if it tried. Your brain hasn't caught up to the fact that the danger has mostly disappeared. It's still defending you against a threat that existed long before bathrooms, long before houses, long before humans even looked the way you do now. And maybe that's the real story hiding underneath the jump scare in the bathtub. You're not just afraid of a spider. You're carrying a message passed down through an unbroken chain of ancestors, every single one of whom survived long enough to have children, partly because somewhere back in that chain, fear won. Every flinch, every gasp, every moment of irrational dread is a tiny echo of a survival strategy that worked so well it never got switched off. So, the next time your heart races over something smaller than your fingernail, you don't have to feel embarrassed by it. You're not overreacting to a spider. You're listening to a warning system shaped over 60 million years, one that has no idea the world has changed. The spider in the corner of your tub isn't the real story. The real story is the unbroken line of fear, learned and relearned, that brought you here to flinch at it in the first place.